Welcome to Teaching to Kids Learning Styles, third course. That is a professional topic, lesson 1. Before starting, I would like you to introduce learning styles. Look at them. There are current 7 learning styles: visual, oral, verbal, physical, logical, social, solitary. So what does it mean? Visual. So this is like a spatial. You prefer using pictures, images, and spatial understanding. So spatial, it's more about done in your mind. So when you see, you understand better. Also, like you prefer more watching movies rather than reading. Oral, auditory musical. You prefer using sounds and music. You accept more when you listen something rather than watch or read. Verbal, linguistic. You prefer using words both in speech and writing. So in order to understand, you better use more words and you like to speak more to understand better anything. Physical, kinesthetic. You prefer using your body, hands, and sense of touch. When you do something, you better understand. So, in order to get the idea of something for you, it's more important to be physically involved in the task rather than seeing, listening, or saying something. You more likely to do the task. Logical, mathematical. You prefer using logic, reasoning, and systems. So, in order to get the idea what someone is talking about, you really need something. The base of it should be a logic, reason, and there should be some kind of a system. So that's when we can call you a logical. You have a logical learning style. You like the order in everything, you like to count, you are more into mathematics. Social, interpersonal. You prefer to learn in groups or with other people. So it is also connected with one of the learning styles, as you have noticed, it's physical. But here is also, yes, in order to learn, you don't need to be just alone, but you need other people to help you. When you do together, you understand better. Solitary, interpersonally. You prefer to work alone and use self-study. Perhaps the noise makes you distracted. So for you, it is better to work alone by yourself and use self-study. So these are the main 7 learning styles, which you are going also to read more in the text. But remember all of them, what do they denote? What does it mean? Visual, it's when you see. Oral, it's when you listen. Verbal, it is when you say. Physical, it is when you do. Logical, which is when you give some kind of reason. Social, it is when you are working with people. And solitary, when you work alone. So remember these learning styles. Next, you are going to read a text, and this text will be given as a lecture in the Moodle. Please read. And after reading, you need to do these 2 tasks. Tell what you have learned from the text, and you need to match the titles of explanation: visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, in the task below. Next, we are going to talk and concentrate our attention to multiple intelligences. You are going to learn multiple множественный intelligence The founder of this multiple intelligence idea is a Gardner, and And he suggested that all people, when they take information, they accept this information differently. То есть каждый принимает информацию по-разному, because they have different intelligence style. And so he suggested 8 intelligences. Так он предложил 8 виды размышления. So this theory, вот он теорию предложил. So that's why can be one style fits at all, like approach to teaching, learning, and assessment. When you want to better understand your students, to make better your teaching, to improve your assessment styles, то есть улучшить ваше преподавание, изучение и оценивание. So he says that multiple intelligence would be very great to know. But before doing the task, please visit this link and watch the video. In this video, you can get acquainted more on a multiple intelligence, which describes Dr. Howard Gardner, which he suggested in 1993, that every person can be intellectually smart. Он говорит, как может быть человек, вообще люди, быть интеллектуально умными. So after only watching, you will do the task, which will be provided in the box below of this lesson in the Moodle. Next, we're going to work with a poem, Teacher versus Student. I will read you this poem, and I would like you to think about this poem very attentively. Do you recognize yourself in this poem? Or do you recognize someone? And it says, the battle began. In the very first class, the teacher's advantage, knowledge of math. The student was young, ambitious, and quick, challenged the teacher to sports with a stick. Hockey and baseball, victory was clear. First point for the student. They started to cheer. The teacher fought back with knowledge from books. 1 point in science through the students' blank looks. The battle commenced in the valley of art. Which masterpiece would just stand apart? At the end of the day, both were bellows swell. The audience left as they heard the school bell. Read again by yourself and try to get the meaning and your understanding of this poem. And I would like you to think about your favorite teacher at school or at the institute where you study and write a letter. Or if you are smart enough, you can write a poem. Maybe just 4 lines, 4 линии всего. So, this will be the task, and provide your answer in the task below of this lesson in the Moodle. Thank you. If you have any questions, please refer to your teacher.